Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on board AION Classic 2.8 Patchnotes review.
What's the name?
This is your captain speaking. I'm Galeas, for those who don't know me, it's written there. Former AION CM and now in charge of content creators and influencers and partners.
It's been a while since you were live actually, because I think it was 3 lives ago that you were here.
Yeah,
so
I've been busy. I've been busy, but I was not missed. You had very competent people on stream, so it's fine. Today I'm just showing up because this guy here told me, hey, just come over. So that's,
I saw him in the corridor. I was like, hey, come join. We have a stream.
I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I'm here for you guys. And you are?
So hello, I'm Drestan. I'm currently the product community manager on AION, so I handle most of the communication and the streams.
And we have two special guests.
So we have 2 special guests. You can introduce yourselves. Hello.
Hello. Well, I'm Sophvy. I stream for this game. I'm an official content creator, and it's the first time I'm here for Patchnotes, so yeah.
Well, welcome, Sophvy.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm FeloGrafix. Been here a few times, so you probably know me. That's it.
Felo is used to it now.
I guess that's enough for a presentation. So yeah, you won't see the guys. They are floating somewhere, but you will just have the voices for today, so that we don't have too many cams displayed, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. Right? We couldn't bring everyone in the studio, so it will be just Galeas and I that you will see.
Alright, so now that presentations are complete, what's the plan for today?
So, well, it's an exercise we know by now, but we will go over the patch notes. So we will display it on screen, and we will go over it. Today will be a bit special. We have Sophvy actually made a video, like a shorter video, to explain the big changes of the patch. So we will also see it, and if you're nice, you will get a little surprise, maybe.
If you're nice.
If you stop bullying my moderators. And so what do we say? We jump into it?
Let's go.
Let's go. And there we go. You know this format, our patch notes. So AION Classic 2.8 Conquest. We give names to our update. This one will be Conquest. Shorter than usual.
Why Conquest?
Because
any lore background?
Because there is a new zone and we go to conquer it. It's very basic.
Straightforward, okay.
And then we will have 2.8.5 dominance, because then you need to assert yourself. There will be a new battle and everything. So, but we'll talk about that.
So we are back to shorter titles. I mean, compared to some of the titles we had for the previous patches, they were like, was it like Storm in Valoria and stuff like that?
I don't think we decided to do this every time, but we're trying stuff. We had a longer version, which I don't exactly remember, but it was actually very long.
But I guess for you guys, the titles are not the most important part.
Yeah, of course, the content
of the update, most likely.
So the patch notes. So you have all of these changes, so that we'll go over it. First important part, the big one, the new zone, Affetabelus Land. Sophvy and Felo, I think you both know about the new zone. How do you feel about it?
You want to start, Felo, or should I?
You can start, Sophvy.
You can start, Sophvy. That's fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a Belus Land we already know from 1.9. It's layout-wise, it's pretty much the same map, but you get 2 airships where you can like teleport to certain locations. So you have definitely an easier way to traverse the map, and I think it's gonna be a good addition, especially for like the PvP crowd. Because I think like Galg and Ingison got a bit stale now, and I think this map should be interesting to play. And I also think, like, what some people might worry about, I don't think the mobs are a big problem. Because a lot of people worry about running into mobs while fighting, and I think it's actually not that bad on this map. Oh yeah, and as someone mentioned, you can't X-form on that map, so yeah, that's also a change.
Yes, so as Sophvy mentioned, you can't X-form. What I like on the map is obviously it's gonna finally combine both servers, so it should have players from both EU servers, so we can finally fight each other on this map. This is actually, as I mentioned in the previous live streams, that this is one of the reasons why I was so excited for all the coming patches, because it gives us kind of this feeling back in the days when we had PvP on Catalan. And finally, we can get away from this fortress PvP where you start fighting and then people run back in the fortress to hide. So you won't be hiding in here. And as Sophie said, that the mobs are definitely not that big of a deal on this map because they're spread quite widely. Then we have guardians in here. Amazing! I can't wait to join the map.
And then on our side also, it just made me think about it. Like we've had a few we have a lot of requests to merge servers since AION Classic went out, and this kind of map will also be the occasion for us to see what it would happen if everyone went on the same map. So yeah, it will be a good test, I think. So it might help with our decision on this side. So as I mentioned earlier, we have some footage from Sophvy, so I would like to start showing it because of course it talks about the new zone. So we'll be showing the beginning, and if Sophie, you want to comment on it?
Oh, yeah, sure, I can do.
So let's go for it. So it was very nice of Sophie because I asked her to send me the file directly, so it was a bit more challenging.
I mean, I guess that's why we have content creators, right?
Exactly. We can annoy them from time to time.
We can use their abilities and skills.
So this is basically the airship where you start from, just jumping down. It's just an intro thing. So you can and this is the glide boost skill you can get from Feistus. There's the map. I mean, it's pretty much Bielslan that you already know.
Yeah.
You enter through Ingis and Galgmaros. It costs like 50,000 kina. The patch also gives a few campaign quests. For veterans this is probably not super exciting, but for new players probably decent to pick up. Yeah, I mean, the airship is like your starting point. There's 2 airships like for Ilios and Asmodeans. There's a few basic vendors on there, and there's also a flight time recovery spot where you get some flight time back. Yeah, that's what I'm showing right now. So if you respawn and you have low flight time, you can recover really quickly there.
And they are split a bit, like they are spread everywhere in the zone, right?
No, only on the airship,
Oh,
the flight time recovery. And those are the 2 teleport statues, where you can teleport to like 2 locations. Okay, now I'm starting my daily routine, which is basically one of the camp dailies that you take. They're very similar to Ingis and Galgmaros. Like, you just pick them up and you kill like 5 mobs. And then you get your medals or your metal fragments. I would say the dailies are quite easy to do. Like, you only need 5 mobs, you don't need to loot, and they respawn really quickly. Okay, this is already going to the siege part. Do you want to just go with this? Or?
No, I will stop here for now.
Okay. Because it goes really quickly.
Yeah, let's not skip. And actually, that reminds me that maybe we can explain how you got access to this footage.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Because some people might not be aware. So how did you get this footage?
So this one, Sophie sent me. I wanted to share the link, and I have it.
No, I think yeah. I got invited to
I don't have the new version.
Oh, you don't have the new version?
The link, the YouTube link. If you can share it directly on the live, thank you. My bad.
Okay.
My miss there. So yeah, you can directly check the video that Sophie made. I think it's already live.
You can check it after the stream. Okay, let's stay on the stream right now.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have 5?
But I guess we interrupted you. You were explaining.
Yeah, I just want to say, I mean, you guys started an early access program for some content creators.
Yes.
You picked a few people, and I was one of them, so I got an early access to 2.8. And I was allowed to record a bit, test the patch, test if some stuff works, and yeah, that's why I was able to do a full patch note overview before the patch is live.
Oh, that's what you were asking me. I
yes,
misunderstood.
and that's so right now I can explain because I organized the whole thing together with our QA guys, of course. So basically, right now we have 4 of the content creators that have access, and most likely in the future, if everything goes well, we'll have more. So that will, I think it's interesting information for everyone because then you will have content previews and stuff like that on their channels, so that you can, anticipate a bit the patches and upcoming content every time. And at least you will have stuff from specialists of the game,
Yeah.
so that's always very interesting.
You won't have just animators, you will have web specialists. And yes, as Lorelai mentioned in the chat, they were not allowed to stream from it.
Yes, there are some
course.
rules for now, because we take it slow, we test it around. So for now, the content creators are allowed to play and test stuff, and when they want to make content, they need to tell us, so that we make sure it fits. Mostly not because we have anything to hide, but mostly because of the communication schedule. When we have beats that we say for marketing and stuff like that, we need to align and make sure that the embargo dates and stuff are followed by everyone. So that's why for now, unless there is a specific project, which might happen in the future, the content creators, they cannot stream live from the test server for obvious reasons, because we want to stay in control of everything for now. But I think we are looking forward, because it's very promising for the future, and it's an initiative that will bring Earth further.
I really like that we went down this path, so I hope we will keep working on it. Back to our update. So
Yes.
Fabulous Land, so new zone, as you saw, so with the airships. Accessible when you reach level 56. So as Sophie said, it's 50,000 kinas to enter it, right?
Yes, it is.
And then you go in the new zone and you can... So you have, of course, new NPCs, you have new materials. I think it's also mentioned in the video, so you have new plants, new ether,
Mm-hmm.
and everything. With new crafts, of course, because higher max level means higher gear. We know it.
Yeah, and you cannot morph these materials, so you need to collect them yourself. Because like in the
Oh.
past you could morph materials, which was easy, but this time you need to actually gather yourself.
So you better get farming. Hire some little sisters or brothers.
Kids
Or kids.
or friends,
We are at that age.
whatever works for you. But keep it legal, please.
It's
I
PG-13.
mean, it's good to mention that for some unknown reason we have currently an event running related to crafting, and that is still running till Wednesday. So people should
Totally unknown reason, right? Total coincidence.
I
Exactly.
don't know why
Yeah.
we would do such an event.
We just do events like that without any sort.
And it's
I'm joking, of course.
job XP, right?
Mhm.
Oh, someone asked if there's like a higher farming gathering level, I guess. No, it's the same. It still goes
Mhm.
up to 499.
So, of course, new zones, so new name monster with the spawn, so we tell you everything, you have every info in the patch notes. By the way, there will be, of course, a news that will follow the stream. It will be live with the patch notes tonight, so at 5 p.m, so you
So
will
in
have the
less
patch
than an
notes.
hour,
Yes.
but still stay tuned.
Yes. Well,
Or maybe we won't push the button until we are done with the stream, right?
Yeah, I think I can say it. So, new zone also mean new dungeon. We saw it in the trailer, we talked about it last week. Faistos disc. So new dungeon, max 6 players, level 58 only. And that's something, I had some fun on social media with this because it's level max. And I was wondering, how long do you think it will take for the first group to kill, to clear the dungeon? Because that means they have to get on the servers, get the XP, and then only they can enter and try and kill the boss.
So what's your bet?
I would think on Thursday. I think it will be fast, but I don't think on
Thursday.
Wednesday we'll see the first kills.
That sounds quite reasonable, I would say.
I would say it's gonna die within the first 4 hours of the server being up.
So
Oh, that's
if we
soon.
go live around midday or 1 p.m.
Yeah, we should be done by 1 p.m, I guess.
I would
Then-
say late afternoon, early evening we might get the first one.
Okay.
Because leveling is really quick and some people are really prepared to...
Yeah, some people
go
know
for this.
exactly where to go. Yeah,
we know
yeah.
the drill. Some people won't go to sleep before they end up.
Yeah, I mean,
And you get 10 attempts of trying instead of 5 for Tiamat, so you also have a few more chances if you fail.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's also limited per week or so then, that means? Okay.
Okay, it's one weekly entry, and you can only fail up to 10 times, and then the boss just says goodbye until next time, and yeah, you gotta wait.
Peace. Okay. So yeah, be careful. Make sure you're prepared before you go there.
I guess people are already prepared.
Yeah, of course. I think.
It's definitely a very difficult dungeon. Like, if you're not super experienced, you definitely should look up some guides, and it's definitely gonna be the hardest dungeon in the game yet, I would say.
But I think that's good news. I mean, maybe I don't check with the right people, but I always get people saying to me like, "Oh, it's too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. We
so,
get bored. We do it like 5 times.
I would say in an MMO like AION, you are also looking for a bit of difficulty, right? There's no like there are other types of game where you have no challenge, let's say.
Yeah, and even if it's mostly a PvP game, there are also the PvE tryharders. I'm on the PvE side of things.
Yeah, me too. I mean, there's
like
always
the
been
challenge.
also a fan base that likes the PvE aspect of it.
It's very nice to, like, I mention every time, but to have a big PvE challenge, it's very nice. So
yeah,
I always love these kind of things.
Speak or stay forever silent if you are alive. We are alive, but oh boy. Sorry to disappoint you.
We are not AI.
It's all
or
pre-recorded.
Yeah, can you imagine? That would be very good technology. Okay, next.
So new dungeon, with it, of course, new quests. There will be also, we will reduce the difficulty of other dungeons because they will serve to get the stigmas that we actually get in them. So it doesn't make sense to keep them that challenging. It's older content.
So like Red Throne, Talos, and stuff like that will get a bit easier.
Yeah, there will be. I don't have the. We do have the details. So we reduced a bit the HP of mobs, the number of monsters that are summoned, the capture skill, the cooldown of mobs, and the attack range of the mobs. So
it's basically mostly the ads that.
Yeah, the ads mostly are much easier to manage. So yeah.
Rank load is mostly gonna stay the same.
And of course, you still have more stats, so the fight overall will also be easier. But yeah, don't forget to do it if you don't have your new stigmas. It will be still important in 2.8.
I see an interesting question. Maybe you probably have the answer. Drestam Projects is asking if there will be an event similar to Tiamat that rewards the first skill for this one.
I can't say it. Of course, we had one in the beginning. We had a new one actually running this week. You have a daily entry right now for Tiamat. So yeah, we will do such events again. I
have a question for Sophvy
on Wednesday.
For Sophvy and Felo, who probably know the answer. Will the XP from Talok be overpowered still, or is there any change there?
Yes, it will be.
Okay, so it stays like
I also mentioned it in my video. It's probably still the easiest way to just run Taloks right after server up, and it's a solo instance, so no one can interrupt you, and you just grind to 58.
Because
leveling is going to be very simple.
You can just rush it. You don't really need to do the ads. Just rush through, do the bosses done. It's really fast.
Yeah, exactly. And Taloks also got made a bit easier. Like, it was already easy, right? But now it's even quicker to kill the bosses.
I had some fun when we watched the part of the video earlier, because at some point you showed Talok, and and I'm not sure if we had sound for the video, but I know what you were saying in the video, so I'm like, she's talking about the XPing part.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't know, but yeah.
So yeah, Talok will become easier and more XP, so yeah. This is the advice to a fast leveling.
Yes, this is the way.
So the changes for Talok, changing rewards from Buddha's Temple. So yeah, there were changes to every old dungeon, but
yeah, I mean, we won't list. I mean, it is listed, so you will have access to it obviously when it's live, and we won't go through every little detail here. We mostly focus on what we think is the most.
If you want to show it, it's at 3 minutes in the video. If you want to show Faestus real quick, the new instance.
Yeah, we will do that.
It's very quick, but for people that haven't seen it,
maybe
I think most people have probably. And they know everything about it,
but you never know. There might be this guy that that doesn't know, and that's also why we have the stream.
So this is the route. Okay, so the top is a bit missing, but this is the road to Feistos disc. So
Yeah, you basically just take both wind streams. There's like a wind stream near the Ilios airship, and then you go into the second one. It's really quick, so I didn't waste too much time.
Mhm.
And then you go down the Malik's mine.
Should
all
we
the
do
way
like
to
roller
bottom.
coaster?
Go all the way to bottom through this cave entrance, and then you're already right at the gate. You go in. Okay.
so you
And then
have
you need to
one
kill like a gatekeeper, which is really easy to kill. Like it's not a problem for any group really.
Mhm.
And there he is. That's Feistos.
You can run
It's like
in front of the
basically
platform.
It's basically like Hyperion, if you know him from back in the day. Just a bit remodeled, a different color scheme. And
Di-
yeah.
This
And
is
don't
your-
fall off.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is your
I just want
typical
to put
good
there-
advice, you know.
I just want to
If,
put
if,
there
if you're
because
wondering if you can run off yourself, yes.
and
you can.
it's
You will
important to say it because in Red Throne you
Exactly,
you
that's what I
cannot
was about to
fall
mention.
from the
Exactly.
like
so
we,
that's-
we got used to not being able to jump down because of Tiamat in the Red Throne. So
yeah. So
careful on this
Antisoft is
one,
toying
you
with
can-
us basically. Like sometimes you can fall, sometimes you cannot.
this is like high level bait. So
Yes.
be careful.
Testing
So-
our reflexes.
I obviously couldn't solo kill him alone, so yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
this is a
that,
nice
that was,
kid,
that
but
was the instance. It's,
so yeah,
you,
we,
you
we
will,
won't
you
show
will
the
see what it
fight,
does.
but no worries, we saw it. So no project. I sadly I haven't killed Tiamat, but I'll get to it. The easy mode, I don't care. I'll get her. So yeah, so we won't show the fight. Of course, we want to keep some surprise. We might actually show it next week. We'll see. So yeah, so new dungeon, battlefields. Not a lot of changes. So we remove the Dredgen battlefield and we change the entry level for Tiark Enchantra to level 56. So normal for the new level cap. Arena, we also change the entry. This one. Arena of Glory. I think this one was already requested for 2.7, so I know some players were asking for it, and it's here. Arena is now a 1v1 mode. It's not a 1v1v1v1.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we had a few requests for that, so... Do you
It
prefer...
should definitely help, because like the free for all mode sadly has some people sometimes teaming up, or it's
Yeah.
like very unfair what matchups you get. Like if you like, I don't know, a lever class with 3 plates, you're not gonna have a good time and stuff like that. I think a 1v1 is gonna be a bit more interesting to play.
What about you, Felo? Do you also agree with that?
I definitely do
Uh,
agree with that.
Yeah.
Seal of approval.
Sounds like a sniping program. So yeah, Arena 1v1. This one, it's really a pretty big change, at least on the hype side. So
Yes.
I'm happy with it. So the Abyss, so yeah, they're no longer fortress battles in Asteria and Roi. So that means they won't be fortress battle right now. Oh yes. So we have still the Inkison and Greek Maros ones. So we have new times.
Yeah, you can check it on the documents.
Yeah, so here it's important to see that the Saturday 7 o'clock raid was removed. It doesn't happen anymore because a lot of outer sieges got removed. And then obviously we have the new medals.
So yeah, so
Siege
time
times
will
are
change.
pretty much the same, only the Saturday 7 PM one got removed, but the rest is the same as it's now.
You have also
So-
the new rewards because there will be new medals and everything.
One below. These are the old ones. They're gonna obviously move to the Eastern Fortress, to the lowest fortresses, and then you have the Ebony Gold for Crotan, Myron Kaiser's Divine,
Okay.
and for Gelk, obviously.
So you can see everything, and so that's for the different ranks. Okay.
And of course, like always, you can't go. You can't trade upwards, but you can trade downwards. So if you still need Azure Gold medals or Platinum medals, you can always trade them downwards. So that should be that you should be able to finish your, for example, the GBG if you still want to grind that and finish that.
So, to remember, all good advice
Yeah.
from the pros.
Yeah, Fellow, if you can try to maybe up your mic entry a bit.
Hello, better?
I think it's a bit better now, indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. You were
Sorry,
a
I
bit-
was
a
just
bit
speaking
silent.
quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
You
sum
know,
up, like the
allergies.
reward changes, for rank 1 it's usually just 1 medal more than you get now for the sieges.
It's still one more medal.
But there's like no longer defense rewards for the
Yeah.
upper forts.
That's the big part.
Those
I
are
was
gone.
getting to it. So there won't be rewards for defending the fortresses now. So I guess it will
Alright.
change how fast fortress fights are going. Because there usually was a few people at least defending.
So next big
So
point would be the level increase, right?
the level cap, which I find pretty funny.
So this is really important
258.
and
Because-
interesting.
Usually you go from 5 to 5 or 10 to 10, but this time it's only 3. Do you know why, Fellow or Sophie? Do any of you know why?
Well, I can just refer to the articles from Korea where they were saying that these patches are kind of like they were trying to get more content in, which they're delivering right now, and they were in the verge of they don't just want to bring in higher levels, new gear, everything new, and you start all over again from zero. They want to go more in a progression way that the characters are able to be more powerful. You can see the stigmas, for example, and have like a progress in that direction rather than just offering every single time or every patch a new gear setup. So what they're doing so far is really good, in my opinion at least. But we'll see what comes at 3.5. Let's see.
Yeah, okay, I can see some sense in there. So yeah, new level cap 58. There will be also new. How can we call it, like a enchantment set?
Yeah, it's a new system. Sophie, you like to explain it?
Yeah, I call it just enchantment boni that you get. You basically enchant your gear and then you count all the enchantment levels together into one value. And whatever you got, you see it in the list. For 60 in PvE you get some extra healing boost that you receive. And you need to equip like at least 5 pieces of the same category, so you can't mix PvE and PvP too much, but you could wear a full PvP set with a PvE weapon, which is what a lot of people do. This will still count towards PvP. And yeah, you basically enchant your gear for like, the most important one is probably the 75 bonus. That's what most people want for PvE and PvP, which basically requires your gear to be like plus 12 and plus 13 mixed to get like 75 together. And then you get like a permanent buff.
Yeah,
In PvE
you
that's a
attack
10%
bosses.
bonus against bosses, which is obviously 10% more damage, is crazy good. And Silence Godstone, we all hate Silence Godstone, so having the duration cut down by a bit is definitely good. And of course if you go crazy and you do full plus 15, that's a 90 bonus, then you get some crazy drop rate boost and Paralyzed Godstone reduction. But I mean, that's probably not feasible for most players, I would say.
Yeah, in that one, I can give one information. The drop rate 30% does not pile on the drop buffs that you usually have. So if you have still drop cards lying around that you would activate for 20%, it's not going to be 50. So if you have that buff, the other ones kind of could become useless.
Oh, okay. So it will be 13 total, or it will like
30
be
will stay if
multiplicative?
you have that, yes. If you have 30, then you will stay at 30.
Ah, okay, so we just take the higher one.
And for the PvP players, just have a look at all the PvP buffs. We have the Godstone, Stun Godstone, we have the Silence Godstone, we have the Paralyzed Godstone. Check the Godstones, you will know there is still one Godstone that is not there, which obviously means that this Godstone would be a bit more powerful, kind of, regarding, compared to these ones.
Maybe it's to switch the meta.
The AION classic meta.
There's meta everywhere, So yeah, big change, the big addition, we can say, the enchantment. So.
And yeah, like Project said also, I remember because I translated this one recently, the dual wheel weapons won't be counted. It's only the IO one that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same for Mace and Shield. Which is
Yeah, exactly. It's only the best of the two that is.
And
Yeah,
you can create 12 characters per account with a change.
Yeah, since most gear in the with the next patches will have PvE stats as well, so that's why it's really important that you have 5 pieces PvE or 5 pieces PvP for this buff as well, because unless it will not work, as Sophie also mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Legions now, indeed. So changes with the Legion campaign, so it's a bit different. Of course, since there is new content, of course we would change it. New items to the Legion crafting list.
The big one here is the Legion Essence, because right now you need to craft them one by one, and it also has like a 1 second delay.
Uh-huh.
So any Legion leader, whoever crafts a lot, knows how painful it is to spam through it. But now you can craft a bundle up to 50 with 1 click. So this should make it really quick.
You mean people like you and Fellow, right?
Yeah, like I've been sitting there sometimes and spamming. And yeah.
Is it,
but
is
this
it
is
the
probably
same
good
number
change.
of regions, or it's not as worth?
It's the same.
Okay,
it's literally
so
just
it's
a
just
time saver.
you gain time, so it's totally worth
Yeah,
it.
it's just convenience, pure convenience.
Okay.
Which is good.
Which is
The
always
quests
welcome,
overall, I mean, the quest list is also there for a bit. They overall get just a bit easier to do. Like most quests are easier to do now than before.
Lorelai saying, "Thank God no more Legion." It's in spam in chat.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was also huge spam. That's true. Because
Yeah.
every time you crafted, it said like you start crafting, then I think it said what you crafted, and
Yeah, there is a notification.
and you did it like 50 times in a row.
So now there will
But
be
I guess it brings
50
life to the
less.
Legion, right? You have an active Legion when you get spammed by.
The Legion chat is so empty. Let's craft.
All right, so we're still in the Legion changes, right? Is there anything else relevant in there?
So we have
there's
new items.
better logs now, like for warehouse and crafting. That's all split now. Before it was all in one, which also was spammed by crafting. So everything was just a crafting log. But now it's like split. Could be useful to some people. And and you can now turn in medals for mint coins. I would assume most people not gonna use that because the value is pretty low, but technically you can.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't really do it, to be honest.
Yeah,
as
I
she
wouldn't
said, value is
recommend
really
it.
low.
It's a very low value of mint coins.
Keep
that you
them because Azure gold medals, silver medals, gold medals are tradable anyways. Azure gold medals will be tradable soon, and platinum medals will eventually also be tradable in 3.2. So just keep them if you don't need them.
Oh wow, 3.2, we still have time. Let's not push us too much. We have at least until
You never know.
February.
You saw the roadmap, right? You presented the roadmap last
Indeed,
time.
yeah, 3.0
It's coming. It's coming.
Before we know it.
But yeah, no, it's not. It's not just yet. All right. Should we swap directly to quests changes, or anything else to mention about Legion?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
think most stuff is just minor adjustments.
Then let's just move on and keep this rolling.
Yes, let's keep rolling. So yeah, quests, of course, new zone, new campaign.
Yeah, I guess
This one
that's
is
not what the
logical.
people are most interested in. Probably the quest changes, unless there is a
spamming.
super new quest that gives super
They will
amazing
be
stuff.
spamming Talox anyway for leveling, so they don't
Yeah,
care about
go
quests.
Talok. That's okay. Just go.
The most important quest changes are probably for Dread Tier because they now give you the new medals.
Yes.
Ebony
Oh,
gold
yeah.
medals, and they actually give 2 medals, so that's more than now. So those quests will definitely be a bit more exciting now, especially in the beginning parts.
All right.
But other than that, I think it's mostly adjusting the level to be 56.
Yeah, and
And
since a new
removing
zone,
some
so
old
new
quests.
dailies, new weeklies,
Mhm.
change rewards. Since for all the quests, we remove Kina rewards, so you have to do the new quest to get Kinas. So yeah,
Alright.
these are all the
Yeah, I
old
guess we can
dungeons,
scroll
old
down this.
fortresses.
Yeah, that's as usual. Like the small little details, everyone would be able to check by
Yeah,
themselves.
we won't go over every line.
And that would be boring, probably, to review all of this one by one.
One thing we can mention is are the Ingus and Geltmaros dailies that we
Uh-huh.
have currently. Those become weeklies.
Okay.
So you only need to do them once a week, and the rewards are tripled. So
Nice.
Oh,
you overall get less in a week
Mm.
because you only get 3 days worth of dailies now, but you only need to do them once a week. So
Okay.
you still have those. They still reward platinum medals, but you only need to do them once a week.
Mhm.
It's,
so that's the good part. And so yeah,
yeah, it lessens
quest
the
are done.
grind a bit.
damn, it was fast. So then items, well, as we mentioned earlier, there will be the new medals, so Ebony Gold, that you can get in Fortress Battle, new quests, or old quests that we changed, April and Crucible, Esoterrus and Abyssal Splinter. So new armor with Ebony Gold and AP. I think you mentioned it in the video. Do you know at what time it was? Do you remember?
Yeah, I can check. It should be like around 150 roughly.
So we can see the prices and everything. Okay, so these are the
Yeah, I
quests.
think
Perfect.
it
Or
was.
145.
So these are the new rewards. So as we mentioned, no new rewards for defending the old ones.
Yeah, and you can see Asteri Roar completely gone from the map. Okay, and there you can probably stop because it goes really quick.
Yeah, extremely quick.
Okay,
So
the AP cost is pretty much the same, but you need way more medals, and yeah, there's only an armor set. There are no accessories, no wings, only armor set, and it's basically a GVG variant that has more accuracy, magical accuracy than the current sets. So especially for those stats, you probably get those. So if you're struggling with magic resist, evasion, and all that, you probably want to go for the new set.
Again, good advice. Remember it.
Obviously, there's some more nuances to it. I also write it here in the video, so you don't just like blindly go for it. You should still think about it, but in general, it's the case. Oh yeah, next is the vendor where you can exchange your ebony gold medals to platinum medals, if you want
Yeah,
to do
so-
that, as Fellow mentioned earlier.
So as usual, you can go down some tiers, but you can't go up.
Exactly, yeah.
Woolly woo. My colleagues are in the chat, it seems.
What was it?
Nothing. It's just an inside joke.
They're wondering what you're drinking. Yes,
I'm
another
drinking.
cool
I'm
thing-
drinking soda actually. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Another cool thing is the fourth point, which is the return scrolls to the Kisk. That is quite amazing to mention, I guess. It's basically scrolls that you can use if you have set up a Kisk, and then you can return to the Kisk, which you can get from the journal goods mishand.
So you no longer need to suicide into guards or jump off a cliff or something.
Yeah.
Like you can just teleport there directly. They also
With-
have like basically no reuse time. And
Oh, okay, so you can just
yeah.
buy a bunch and spam them as much as you
They're,
want.
they're not that cheap. I think they cost up to 200,000 kina.
Yes.
So yeah, you
And I
definitely
guess
it's
they
bit
are
of, bit of
one-time
a
use.
luxury item, I would say. And I would say it takes around like I didn't exactly measure it, around like 10 seconds to activate, roughly, because someone asked. Like 6 to 10 seconds. I
Okay,
would
so
say.
you can't use it to escape either, so it's...
No,
very,
it's
like,
quite a
just a
quite a
luxury
bit of a
item.
cast. And as any scroll, you get interrupted if you get attacked.
Someone is asking, when do you drop codes?
Do we have a code? Do I want to give you? Okay, I'm joking.
We
of course.
have a code for
We
it
have
now,
a
right?
code. I just wanted to see how long it would be before you
Before
asked.
people ask, well, they asked from the get-go, but we choose to ignore it because we're so nice, right? No,
Exactly.
there is a code.
So
which
yes, we do have a code. Let me just log back. So yeah, there is a code, a few items, like we always give you a few. And this code will be 2.8 so close hype. because we are all hyped by the new update.
You get more and more creative with every code, right?
Well, I asked how long I could make this code, and I think it was 30 something characters. So I'm having.
So as usual, you go to the game, you go to the shop,
exactly,
and you just copy paste the code.
okay. So you go in the shop and you have on the 3 bars you have redeem code,
Yes.
or translated in your language.
It's not a code that redeems
It's not a
ION
raffle.
coins.
Yeah.
Exactly. So go to redeem coupon and not to top up ION coins.
Oh, you don't need to spam it. That's not a giveaway. This one.
Yeah, I think people thought like you're gonna.
This one is the
No,
code you
calm-
have in game.
people, calm down. everyone chill.
The raffle will be later.
There will
No,
be
there
a
will be a
raffle,
raffle.
maybe.
And don't worry, we have people on YouTube that couldn't participate in the live giveaway because we only did it on Twitch.
Ah, yeah.
You will also have a code
For the
on
YouTube people.
today. So yeah,
So
today
YouTube
we'll
people
give some
will
codes
love
on
YouTube.
Twitch and on YouTube. So everyone
Yep.
will get something.
That's
But
good
that's not
improvement.
the raffle now. For now, that's just the code you can enter in game and have a few items. So I think it's there is an epic crown and 2 consumables. I guess. I think that's it. So
Okay.
yeah. Get in game, grab your code. We will add it in the title if that's not done already.
Okay, so now that my duty is done, you can go back to normal Patchnotes
Okay,
stuff.
now we get the freebies. Oh yeah, there is one years about so we try to make it very useful. This one.
Okay, so here I like to mention the number 10. That is probably also quite important to know because you have already the retail coins, weird name, which gives now different items. So hopefully you have kept the coins and you can trade in the bundles.
You can also get the new medals from those now. So
Exactly,
if you saved up
yeah.
a lot, you can get a head start.
Oh,
Yes.
It's only a tiny amount. It's not going to be like, oh, you can buy a gear piece
Yeah,
in a single
obviously,
day
that
or
would
something.
be
But
too easy.
it helps. It helps.
But I mean, that's also why we always tell people to follow the content creators, because that's the kind of tip that they would have given you if you would have followed and you would know. So in case you missed it, next time, just...
make sure you follow
Exactly.
them.
No, but
Lorelei does a shuttle-
actually it's true. It's
shuttle.
also why we do it with you guys. It's because you always bring, additional information that is really, really relevant for the people that play, and especially the hardcore gamers, but not only, also the beginners. And in general, like you see in the chat right now, you have plenty of our content creators from the program that are giving answers to people asking questions, and that's I think that's a very good thing.
Because you guys know the game much better than we do. Like we're here to entertain you, but you are.
Yeah,
the
we're just here for
experts.
the lols, and the
That's it.
specialists are talking about the game. That's how it goes.
So I also like to mention number 12, since we have new players. The sealed raid quests also got changed. Now you just need to do them once to get the full set, rather than doing them twice back to back. And they also got the name got changed to supply. If you don't have anything, Sophie, I would go to the 19.
There's one
Thank you.
question that was in chat. There was the Ink Queen die. As far as I know, you probably know more, Philo. It's a new skin that's not directly in the game, but it could be coming. And I
Yes.
think you can like upgrade it with dice or something. You can probably explain it better.
Yeah, it's basically the Ink Queen candy, but as a skin. I don't know when it's gonna come or if we're gonna get it, but when that happens, you can go into the wardrobe and you can color it differently. Well, I don't know how it's gonna be done in the EU, but over there it was you would spend Kuna to dye it in different colors, but you could also get an item to dye it. So that is, I guess, that is the one that was asked.
That's
I
very
mean, this
fun
will
because-
probably be explained
Queen.
more once if we actually get it. I mean, it's in
Exactly,
the
we-
patch, but you will need to wait until we actually
Yeah,
have access.
I'm
to
actually
this.
really waiting for that because this is my favorite candy and I need this.
Yeah, I think many people like the Ink Queen one. So
Yeah. Oh, the 13 is also really good. The Camouflage Legion Kisk. Now, before you had to be in an alliance or a group to be able to see it, even though if you were in the same legion. But now you can even see it if you are not in the group because it's a Legion Kisk. So that is a good.
yeah, this one
improvement
makes
as well.
sense.
I see some people being offending to Ink Queen in the chat.
Yeah, we're gonna
Such
ban
a
it
bad
for life.
behavior. They have no respect for the Inquisition.
Drop a character names will give you a little surprise.
Spoiler alert, I hate them too, but don't tell anyone.
So-
But me too.
15. Change the cooldown of transformation candies to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That is really good as well.
I saw that in chat. Someone mentioned we already have this change, and yes, we do. But this is what happens. We sometimes just get quality of life changes pushed earlier, even though technically this was a 2.8 change.
Absolutely.
We already had
yeah.
it, but it just got
It happens from
forward.
time to time, as you said exactly. That some stuff gets included a bit faster, and when it's the case, of course, we always say yes to NCSoft
Yeah.
because if we can get
If
stuff
it's an
faster
exchange,
and
why
it
not have it
doesn't
earlier?
disturb the game in any way or shape, then why not? That's why it's included, because initially it was part of this patch.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yes, and I was getting a lot of messages from Templars from time to time asking me about the 17. Yes, Doomlore is a skill now, and it's not a skill book, so it will automatically be just changed to a skill. It will automatically be changed to a skill book because it's a normal skill, so not a stigma anymore.
Okay.
I like it.
And
Also,
then
some
maybe you like to
people-
take over 19.
Yeah. Also, I want to do 16 real quick because some people
Okay.
have like a lot of title cards stacked up. You can now just extend the duration, like you can do with pets and stuff.
Oh,
So you can just, if you already have it running, you click on it again, and it just adds up the days.
That's very
Because
nice.
I
Oh,
also
that
have
is
like I
actually
think
really good,
one
yeah.
row in my warehouse with just title cards I cannot
Yeah.
use.
Personally,
it's
I'm
really
part of
annoying.
those people who have it in the bank, in the warehouse or something, and we forget about them because we haven't seen them for a month or something. And that's why you're like, oh, but I do have them, and now you can just stack them much
Yeah.
easier. Yeah, I love this.
That is actually helpful. Like
And-
me, because buying every Deva Pass, I have everything. Oh goodness.
And
Especially
the
since we got like
chats
2
also love
title
that.
cards in the last one, so
Yeah.
it's definitely. Okay, 19 is probably the biggest one. It's the scroll cooldown. They all have 1 second cooldown now, so you can immediately scroll
Thank
up.
God.
Like if you die somewhere, you can just scroll up.
This
like,
is gonna
within
make my
3
life so
seconds
much
or 2
easier.
seconds.
Just a dying alert.
Man, I hated this cooldown from the bottom of my heart. It's like
It's-
I never understood why it's even there in the first place. You know, it's like
And it's also really good against Spirit Masters because if they dispel you, you get the scrolls right back.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's
Right.
less of a problem now.
yeah.
Also,
good change.
some of them, as mentioned in 20, they don't share cooldown. So you can like
I
use
see.
a running scroll, a crit scroll, like immediately after another.
That's also very good. Yeah, indeed.
It makes it a little bit faster than the 1 second cooldown even.
yeah.
So if you want to spam through your scrolls, you can probably scroll up in like 4 seconds or so.
Nice.
In that, I would like to also mention, if you kind of take this order, you go with either the running scroll or the attack speed or cast speed scroll, depending on which class you are. Then switch to the crit version, because the cooldown is shared. So then you switch back to the attack speed one. Then you have all three in quick manner rather than waiting for the cooldown, like the 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, yeah, that's true. Other than that, I
So much
think
advice.
there's not too much else in this category.
And the
I would
skills,
say.
I mean, the skills are now, you can now get the transformation skills, which do not go for all classes. Obviously, we have the Kral, the White Tiger, the Crucible bundle.
Oh yeah, but there's also a different way of getting them now. There's like, if you do the,
Yeah.
I think it's getting mentioned later maybe. They're like
Oh,
a
the skills,
guild,
yeah.
guild merchants, which is like a trading supply route you can do, where you can also get skill skins now. On those you can technically get 100% guaranteed, if you do it a lot. So if you don't want to gamble, you can go this route.
Oh, we skipped the exchange, but it's okay. I can say it now. The horse mask is finally available in the game to
Yes, it
be
is.
traded
Did we
in.
skip it?
For the people that remember Nick, this is a tribute. Maybe we'll make a remember me video with the horse mask. That would be nice.
This is a
all right,
horse. This is a
back to business. What's next? Baloria.
So next is Baloria. So first change, the time rift of Baloria is now open permanently with the new metal merchant. So that's what we saw earlier. You can exchange ebony gold metal into platinum. So there are the new NPCs and everything. Are there big changes in Battle Royale?
Yes, there's the small, at number 10, the smaller world bosses that we do right now, they got all removed.
Mm-hmm.
But they added new ones in Afete Beloslan, so you got a replacement. But in Ingus and Geldmaros, you only get Omega Ragnarok now. And they also had their spawn days swapped. So instead of having Omega on Wednesday, you now have them on Tuesday. And, so on.
And the rewards for the new one are insane. I hope they're gonna come soon in the patch notes.
Yeah.
So
And
definitely
Omega
take part in that
Ragnarok
one.
drop 100% now. So yeah, join my DKP system. Just small advertisement here.
So yeah,
It's worth
go
it.
farm them.
Yeah.
Okay.
One information, you can, although you can also buy the accessory now from the NPCs from Omega Ragnarok, but still do the bosses and don't waste your tokens on the gear. Wait for the next patch to buy the skill book. That is more important than having the accessories, because as she just mentioned, just join the DKP and then you can have it anyways.
So remember,
Yeah, it's really easy to get the stuff. Like, you basically attend 10 times and you're gonna have it.
Yes.
Um,
Book of Legends, I don't think.
so yeah,
Much
Book of
to say
Legend,
about
new
that.
content, new
Yeah.
painting.
I mean, it's a collection thingy. People who know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's kind of
but
the
there are no
obvious-
like radical changes in the way it
Yeah,
works.
it's just
basically.
new stuff. More or less. a few
Chronicle
fixes.
of Time, same. It's also the
Yeah, that's more personal. Then of course we have the skills.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we won't go over all the skills again, but yeah, so there are new skills for every class. So two skills per
Yeah.
class.
It's just one skill is that is I think worth mentioning, rather, because everything else will look on their own. Is that boost skill that we saw earlier, Sophie doing in the video.
mhm.
That's gonna be the game changer in PvP, PvE, because you can literally during running, if you just jump, glide, you can boost into players. You know. So it's
Oh, you
actually
mean the thing when
really
she
worth-
spiked? Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes.
think
Yeah.
I got the video before
Sonic
we
Boom.
could see it. And I actually loved seeing it the first time. I want to show it.
Yeah, it will definitely be a changer to catching up in PvP.
I think it was here.
And then you can see the consumption of seconds if you use that
Yeah.
skill.
So you can see it.
It drains.
so
It
that's-
drains it really quickly.
Yeah, it drains a lot of flight time. But that's why we have in Ingis, in Silent Terra Canyon, we have the potions that you
Mhm.
can, while running around, you can use flight time. Like, get it back, obviously.
And so
Oh
it's
yeah, you
this
can
one.
play this clip. I think this shows it pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
This you can see the boost and you can see me using the follow-up skill. You can
You
go
can see the
comparisons.
flames.
Like you see this the boost animation,
Yeah.
and then use the skill where you can jump to an enemy and do like this is class specific. Like every class does something else. Spirit Master just dispels and gives you a buff.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
This is
I love the
35 meter
idea of
range.
having,
Mm-hmm.
like literally
Yeah,
death from
and-
above. So.
Like,
Yeah.
joining
Yeah, pretty
battle
much.
like a boss.
So, I have this dream. I want to see huge amount during siege time or world boss time. I want to see the biggest number that we can come up with to jump into the biggest number of either Asmos or Elios that we can come up with. That will be.
And please make a clip of it so that
Yeah.
you can share it on social
Make a
media.
clip and send it to us. Like, we want to have
Exactly.
such content.
Day one, you know, like invasion of yeah. No, Helios. Okay. Back on track.
I can add a few more things.
Yes.
Yeah, you have 35 meter range. You can use it on allies as well. If you use it on allies, you don't activate the skill effector, but you can still jump to them.
Oh.
So you could technically use it to escape, or just to catch up if you're behind. And you cannot use the follow-up skill if you're too close to a target. I'm not sure how relevant this is gonna be in PvP, but maybe in Arena there's a chance to just run into your opponent so they can't use it. Definitely something to think about.
We'll have a new strategic level.
I'm not sure if this is feasible, I obviously couldn't test, but maybe it's something you can do.
So there with the quick glide. Once you're 58. So you need to be level max also for this.
Yeah, well, you only get them from the 58 instance anyway, so there's no way you
Oh.
could acquire them without it. Or technically from the Kuna broker, maybe, yeah.
Either was about the skills that you want to mention.
Yeah, but in the broker you probably need to get a new mortgage for that.
Yeah, another
Yes.
huge change. I mean, every class got like a new level 65 skill that's basically an upgraded version of an existing skill. So it's like one skill you already had, just a bit better in most cases. And then you get one entirely new skill for each class. And all the race logs got removed. So right now there's like different skills. Like for example, sorcerers have Boon of Quickness as Asmodeans and Boon of Strength as Ilios. But now you can use both on each race. They
Oh,
always share
that's nice.
cooldown, so you can't just activate both at the same time, but you can choose which one you want to activate. And this is true for every
Finally.
class.
I
Finally
actually like
getting
this
the-
change.
Finally, the Templars getting their absorb skill from the Asmo side.
Yeah, so for some classes this is going to be a buff depending on what race you played. Or they
Yeah,
will just
I
give you
very
more
like this
options.
because I hate having to choose a race.
But
for
Sophie, as a
race
Spirit Master,
bonuses.
I guess you're pretty happy about the change as well, due to
Oh yeah, Spirit
using
Master you get the Magma Spirit, which is
Exactly, the
definitely
Magma
an
Spirit
upgrade in
is-
most cases.
that is much stronger.
Yeah, I say already, like all Templars will come back to life from the chat, so go for it. Come back to the
Also,
good side
Sim's
of
gonna
the
have a
force.
huge change because they get like the option between evading or just having 100% attack boost, which is like, if you want to go offensive or defensive, it's like a very good option. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, Spirit Master's also gonna be happy because you can now actually summon group member without leaving an alliance. As long as you're in the same group. So right now you always need to leave, make a group, then teleport them. Now you can just be in the same group and teleport them right away. It's
That's
just quality of
Would
life.
make life easier, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm reading the chat a bit. Someone asking about 3.0. I guess you came to the wrong place, my friend.
A bit
At least
early.
today. I mean,
Yeah.
you are at the
It's
right
the
place, but not
at
the right time.
time.
It's a bit early to ask about 3.0. There was the roadmap, and I think it was mentioned, right?
Yeah.
What's the,
3.0
So
is
you can
planned
go to
for
our YouTube channel.
last quarter, so it should
And,
be this
yeah.
year, but later.
You will see the answer there.
So,
yes.
so this is really important as well. I think you can you down a little bit.
I wanted to stop before we go to NPC. I wanted to have a
Okay.
little break.
Okay,
that's
we
why
need a break. So what's the
do it
break?
little
Do you have drinks and stuff, or
Then I'm
what?
Well,
waiting.
we do have our drinks.
I'm out. Okay. So
What
do
we
you
have,
have
however-
maybe a little something for people?
I might have a little gift that we
And
mentioned earlier.
so we'll have a quick raffle, I guess, right?
Yes, we'll have a quick raffle.
What would be then?
Just before, I saw a very interesting question about the class change event. We won't have it right away. We know it's there. We will try to have it. But I don't have a date yet, so it won't happen on Wednesday, that's for sure, that I can say. But yeah, the class change event should be happening at some point. And of course, we'll keep you updated on this because we know you will want it, so yeah. So yeah, about the reference, sorry.
Yes. Keyword. We need a keyword.
Keyword. Actually, we already have a keyword.
Do we?
That
Do
Sophie
we now?
very gently gave us. So
Ah,
if you
yes,
want to
I know
hide
which
someone,
one you mean. So, we have a message from your government.
So governor is very generous, and so
Yeah, I felt very generous. I was checking my stash and I got some stuff.
you can use the code. I will be sending also it on.
So like this
YouTube.
giveaway is sponsored by your favorite.
So every item has been given by by Sophie. Will send the. Oh,
We'll
actually,
receive later. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
I will enjoy this moment to grab myself something to drink.
as I said on YouTube, also you can take part of the giveaway. So don't hesitate to write the code on YouTube also. We know you're here. So as usual, I will show this. Wait, what doesn't work? Wait, everything is broken.
Okay, guys, something amazing is happening. I need to tell you because Lerser, our QA, just spoke to me. So you know when earlier I was talking about Nick. So those who know, Nick was the former AION, not AION Classic, PM, right? Back in the days. So Lerser just wrote to him on WhatsApp. And he said, greetings from the AION Classic players, then also have the chance to wear the horse mask like you did back in the days. And he just answered, lol, Gale, so which means lol, awesome in German.
I'm sorry, it looks like it broke a bit. So please enter the code again if you entered it earlier, so I will post it again.
Spam again.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know why it broke, but yeah, I wasn't having any participation. Now it works. No, it stopped working. What? Why does it break?
Oh no.
Because I don't think I can have both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Okay, so I will do Twitch and then we'll do YouTube. So
But
sorry.
it's the same word on both, right?
Yep, the same one on both, but
Okay.
it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't want if I'm doing both at the same
Okay,
time.
let's just go for Twitch then.
So, okay, let's go back. So first we'll do Twitch.
And Stinkable is out. If he wins, we pick someone else. Because he was bragging earlier that he would win all the raffles. So, too bad.
Your hubris got you.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless who wins, I'm gonna call rigged anyways.
Everyone always does. Even though we show it live, you know, it's like whatever you do,
The
people
best
will
part
always
is when
follow.
we have content creators or old winners winning again. That's
Yeah, well, that happens actually sometimes.
it happened a few times. That's why I love these moments. But yeah, you can see. Well, we don't have subscription, so it's easy. There's no bonus for anyone. Like we show everything live. We don't hide anything.
It's scripted. That's what people will tell you.
Pre-recorded.
We call that
Yeah,
pre-recorded.
pre-recorded.
That's what I was about to say.
The giveaways pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's
So-
there is AI taking care of it.
Actually, while we wait, during previous streams, I asked people to send me videos or content overall if you have them. We actually got a few. Two we had, so I already love it because even if it's only two, it's.
I mean, it's something we always wanted to have,
Yeah.
right? We always were asking people, I mean, not only content creators, but also normal players, hey, send us your stuff and then we can show it
yeah,
on.
that's it.
And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. And if you have anything that is funny or whatever for the next stream, just send it to this guy here or to me, worst case, and we'll make sure that it goes live if it's legal.
Of course. Well, it has to be about the game. So it
Yeah,
shouldn't
no.
be-
It's if it's cool and funny and whatever or interesting, we'll make sure to broadcast it on the next stream.
So the first video, we won't show the whole video because you will see in a second. It's a wet throne kill, but it's supposedly the fastest
So,
Tiamat kill.
did the Guinness Book approve this record? Was it like officially?
I haven't fact checked. So yeah, it's but I liked watching the video. I would just want to show some part. Like on Tiamat, so you know you have the breath, you have the grab, and regularly you have to go on the sides of the arena, and basically speedrunning this boss is like you just need to reduce the time you're not hitting the boss, and so you can see them. They will go on the side just a few seconds before they need to come back, and I very like this kind of higher risk play.
So
there's
what
just
did
a
you
few
say? High
seconds-
risk, high reward, right?
Exactly. So yeah, and that's a very little thing, but that's how these fights get optimized.
So next time, you know what we could do? We could organize commenting this, like esport. You know, you and me.
Oh, and someone grab the
Oh my
dog,
God, he's
that's
taking the
so
left
nice.
side. We need to train a bit, guys. But yeah, maybe next time we try.
But it will make more sense in PvP though. Because like we can't really comment on
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
but
yeah,
if
yeah.
you could comment a few PvP fights, that would be amazing.
That would be. I would comment it like football, to be honest.
That would be fun. And so yeah, I just wanted to mention also, like, since the big issue in this fight when you take too long is that you don't have room anymore, like, just wanted to point out when they do it for the second time. Okay, so they still go on the side, but I think there was one. Okay, so it's a bit later in the video also. But at some point they were like, we have enough space, just put them anywhere. Like, why getting optimized when you can just show them anywhere? So yeah, we wanted to show a little video. So
And now there is a feud going on that Tabata is not better than Atria in PV. Well done. So it begins. You know the meme from the Lord of the Rings, rain starting and everything. That's what's happening right now.
So if you want to see this video, so it's the fastest kill for Tiamat, you can go on this link. And the second one is actually a French video from a French CC, Ima. So she does
Hi Ima, I think she's not in chat right now, she's probably still at work or something.
Yeah,
but,
probably.
Or she's on vacation, but yeah.
So the video has subtitles, so even if you don't speak French, you can watch it. And it's like news about everything on AION.
Yeah, we really
so
love that
this
stuff.
one,
I mean,
it's 2.8,
I think it's the third one she makes, and in my opinion, it's absolutely great. So
and it's very like it's a
look,
real
we could actually be the presentator of the news. Look at this; it fits perfectly.
So welcome everyone. Australia news today in Australia. Update 2.8 Conquest.
Every Saturday at 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. So
it's
you can go have a look. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So it's very nice. So you have everything about the new update, like the big changes. With some advertising, I guess. And so yeah, parts of the patch notes. So you can really have lots of info. So as I said, it's in French, so
but
French
you know it's
better.
relevant because I saw some people earlier speaking in French in the chat and saying that I don't speak English, so this stream is not for me.
Right.
Well, then you have
There you go.
this content for me.
I will give the link also. Yeah, there is no sound.
Yeah, it's normal that there is no sound. It's because we were speaking over, so we didn't want to.
Yeah, and so this one is for French users or anyone with subtitles. I really recommend it. So yeah, so don't hesitate if you have more, like if you have clips, videos. It can be from RCCs like Hima. It can be from anyone. Like the Tiamat kill is not someone I knew before he poked me with it. So don't hesitate. Send us anything, even if you like to draw, if you like to cosplay, to create statues. I don't know. Why not? So yeah, thank you a lot for giving us content. You're the ones who make the game alive.
So someone's saying I should say it in French. Alors pour ceux qui ne parlent pas anglais, vous pourrez donc suivre la vidéo de Ima avec tous les détails sur la mise à jour à venir. All right, let's switch back to English.
So we'll give time everyone to.
And let's go back to patch notes. Or
Almost, we need to get the winner first.
Oh, I'm going too fast. How many are we giving for this?
So we have 2 on Twitch and 1 on YouTube.
Okay.
Because we want to
Just
spread a bit.
Just do your magic. I'm not interrupting.
So first winner, Spardar71.
Oh,
Congrats.
nice.
Are you
Congrats.
French? Because usually people with number at the end of their name are French. So congratulations. So I will be poking you tomorrow. On Monday, sorry, tomorrow is weekend. So on Monday I will send you a message and with the code. So congratulations. I see I think it's someone who is known.
Yes, he's been around for a while. As far as I can remember.
Oh. And second winner would be Amaworks. That's a name also I saw a lot. So, congratulations. And there we have the rigged.
Yeah, of course it's rigged.
Thank you, Ghetto, for being
Definitely,
the first.
we took the guy that complained the most since the beginning of the stream in the chat and we gave him a reward so that he's on our side now.
Exactly.
That's very
Brand.
clever strategy.
Kinda works, yeah. Kinda.
Is it gonna be working now? Let's observe the next 5 minutes. No, I'm just joking, of course. You know me. Okay.
So I just want to go back to YouTube this time because, yeah, as I thought it broke again. So
Do we know what they won? That's the question from.
it's a 10 euro coupon.
10 euros coupon.
So it's the usual. So yeah, on YouTube, it's your time to shine. You can read the code again.
Only French people winning. I have no idea who's French and who's not, guys. It's cannot tell.
Well, Twitch knows.
So he says.
What?
Yeah, we have a code, you know, like we have a keyword.
It was working earlier. I hate it. Why does it keep breaking?
Oh, someone just mentioned that Sparta doesn't speak any English, really.
Wasn't he writing in English earlier, or was it in French? I don't even remember. But he was writing definitely in the chat.
I think
a few
he's
times.
very basic English.
Okay,
so
but
maybe,
it's fine. We can poke him privately later on.
Okay, good.
Because
He
anyway,
speaks French.
yeah. Anyway, dress time will poke you, Sparta.
Yeah, I will send a message in French if necessary. But I. Okay. So on YouTube, I can't seem to make the code work. So we will do about active users. So anyone on YouTube who talked in the last 15 minutes will have a chance to win. Yep, I will show the whole screen as usual. There we are.
Let's go.
And so let's start our try. So we have quite a few people actually talking. So that's great. Oh, it doesn't work. Ah. Why does it hate me? Never happened before.
What do we win on giveaway? We said it earlier, 10 euros coupon.
That's it.
So basically 10 euros in the AION shop.
Well, I'm sorry, YouTube people. I can't seem to make it work.
Technical issues.
Yeah.
That's a first with this one, actually.
Yeah, usually it works, and it was working earlier also.
Okay, so maybe what we can do is that we move on with the patch notes,
Yeah.
and meanwhile you can have a look on your side, and the guys are gonna talk about the content, and if we can fix it, then maybe we organize it a bit later on.
We'll try again at the end, but yeah.
Yeah.
So this one, let's go back to the patch notes.
Let's
So-
go back.
So, shall we, YouTube people? We will come back to you with the giveaway.
Yes, Spardar, tu seras contacté pour le code par Drestom.
Okay, so let's go back. NPCs now.
NPC. So anything relevant about NPC? Because I know that, you know, it's pretty usual that you have some NPCs that
Yeah.
change, and the content provider. Anything especially relevant?
I think Fredo wanted
Fredo?
to mention.
Yes. This is actually a really important, significant change. So what is happening is we have, as you can see in the second option, where it says more books, more book items sold in Abyss Fortress can now be purchased from a new NPC in Sanctum and Pandemonium. So this is really good. For crafting, especially
okay, that
that
was helpful.
this patch. This. I mean, more is gonna come as you scroll down, but for crafting we have. I mean, it is a kind of a crafting heavy patch as well, if I could say so. I mean, gathering. We have new gathering items, gold and shining items that start at 280, and we also have new recipes. New weapon can be crafted, which are extremely strong. In the game, and so crafting or crafters, this is definitely something to look at.
Your time to shine.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, new stuff. So as I mentioned, new materials means also new crafts. So yeah. So sounds well. Few fixes.
The most interesting for most is probably that there's a new level of potions. So you have like fine recovery serums and stuff now, but now you get like the premium ones, which heal a bit more and give a bit more mana.
Yeah, since you have also more max HP, it also makes sense to have
yeah.
better consumables.
But you need to collect all the stuff yourself, so they're probably gonna be on the very pricey side of things.
Well, yourself,
but
or you
for
can
like
also sell
intense
it, right?
PvP, maybe a thing you can get.
You can also buy it, right? Like to other players, I mean.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course. But they're gonna be expensive because it's all hand gathered, not morphed.
It's time to get rich.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
if you
especially-
Or die
start a gathering
trying.
career,
Grab a few boxes of.
Especially since you're gonna be grinding the items in it's like a PvP zone. It's gonna be hard to continuously, grinding there to sell everything. So
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, because you
price-
have other players around.
Exactly. So the price in materials is actually quite will be quite well. So you can make good Kita.
So
if you
UI
want, we can
changes.
also show the gathering zones because I do have that in my video.
Nice.
Yes, if you remember the tank time.
228 and just pause there. It gives a very broad overview on where you find certain things.
Oh yeah, I remember that, but okay, I see.
It basically shows all the new stuff that exists.
So yeah, all the new resource, the gatherables, and where
You
you
need
can
to
find
pause because it's gonna go by real quick.
them. Yeah,
It's
during
cool.
all of them.
And it's
Yeah.
gone.
Oh,
Oh, you want
okay,
it?
yeah. But they can see me collect them. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see the new potions, new craft.
Exactly.
I think you showed the
There's, like,
map also at some point.
new accessories. There's new weapons. Especially the spellbook's really good because it gives attack speed. And mace is a cast speed mace. So that could be interesting for clerics. But
Okay, and this
the
is
weapons are
faster.
really expensive to craft and really difficult. So don't feel like just doing it like really quick. It's gonna take you a while. And you need to invest a lot of time and get some luck. It's not easy. But yeah. Here you can see like all the zones, like where you can get stuff.
So it really spread
It's
out.
only a broad overview. I just ran around the zone, looked where stuff is, and yeah. Should help you a bit.
Yeah, lots of professions involved in there, so
Mm.
make sure you
There's
don't
also
skip.
low-level gatherables on this map, like from the old zones, all across the map. So if you're not level 480 yet, you can also level your gathering in this map if you want to.
So now we have the most important part, the sounds changing.
Yes.
I guess
Oh,
everyone
new
cares
sounds
so much
today.
about this.
Yeah, I tested them for hours on end.
Footsteps were sometimes not playing when Crab inside, and now it is. And I'm sure there is someone in this chat that is extremely happy about it, right? I guess we just skip the sound changes, right?
No, I think we
Unless
should
there are
spend
sounds
the whole
fetish
evening on it.
fetishists on the chat.
Or just some people. Wait,
UI, are there any UI changes that are like worth mentioning, or is it just like small stuff?
It's nothing major. The resurrection windows definitely different now. Like it's like big buttons instead of having like a small view. It's a bit easier to see what you're doing.
So
Okay,
just more
so I
intuitive.
guess then we can probably
Yeah, it's nothing major. You will
The
see
only
the first
thing-
time you die, you will just see it. So
The only
It's
thing
nothing-
that I would
nothing
like to
crazy.
mention in the UI is if you leave the siege zone, especially the world boss zone, when you enter that one, the menu will not appear again. So don't start writing tickets and say it's a bug. It's not a bug. If you leave the zone, then this is not going to be there anymore.
okay.
Someone now asking for footsteps sound of other character. I love it. Okay, and my favorite category of patch notes usually is miscellaneous, where you have basically
Because you have everything.
a bit of everything. It's like a fridge, you know.
It's like you're hungry at 2 a.m. already.
Yeah.
there are a few things that are not too bad.
Okay, then just
you
do-
can now have I can just give a quick
Yeah,
overview.
yeah,
sure, sure.
You
exactly.
can now have timestamps in your chat. I think a lot of people wanted that.
Ah,
It's
yes.
now a thing. You
That's
can activate
useful.
them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can just do minutes, but you can also show the seconds.
Sometimes it's very
if
useful.
you care about it. And you can also hide your arena badge now. So for the people that got like a bronze badge and don't want to show it, or if they have a high ranking badge and they don't want to show people that they have, they can just hide
But
it now.
you should be proud of your bronze badge. Wear
You
it,
can be.
wear it with pride. You know, that's what they say.
I know
Nice.
back in the day in Chaos Arena, people always tried to hide their ranks.
Yeah, I remember that.
So they don't get focused, so they always change.
Yes.
I remember this question
you can
part
do that
for
now.
2.7.
But
actually,
eventually
so-
we will find out if you're bronze or not.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time. Yeah.
There's also one thing I don't think we have mentioned. Relics, icons, and seals get more AP now because you exchanged them in Belistan,
Mhm.
and you get like 50% more than before. And you can
Oh.
also see that in the relic calculator in game. And there has been some misinformation because NA has different values, but we only get a buff to seals and icons. So only those are 50% more. Crowns and chalices are the same as they were before. So those
So you can
don't
use your
change.
crown right away, you don't need to wait for the update.
Exactly. There's no point in waiting. It's the same. Only icons and seals. They give 50% more.
But yeah, as mentioned, it's still an insane increase, so that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people stack them up for this patch, exactly.
Mhm.
And so yeah,
I think that's...
And then we have
so
The-
that's the long part.
my actual favorite part: the skill changes
Skill
in
changes.
25 pages.
Let's read everything. So Templars protect themselves. And
Usually we say for this one for people to check by themselves, but maybe there is one or two things that you guys would like to highlight that is like a game changer or something really, really interesting.
If you want, I could go through every class really quick. Like,
Yeah, we
really-
can we can
let's
probably
go
do
for
that.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, like... okay, first one is Templar, probably also the one with the biggest changes. As we mentioned earlier, the normal Doomlure pull is now a skill book. Doesn't share cooldown with the
Yeah.
AoE pull anymore. And the AoE pull has 1 minute cooldown now, which is a bit higher, but Templar gets 2 pulls. The basic damage chains, they don't share cooldown with the attack speed slow anymore, so it's just a basic damage increase. Okay, then we go to Assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, Assassin, they can now use Throw Dagger and Ambush, they don't share cooldown anymore, and Throw Dagger can be used on ground. So Assassin just gets an extra stun on ground.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
And they get a MA reduction on their AoE blind, which can help if you use a magic resist build. Okay, then next, Ranger. Ranger also got a lot of changes. Things like Bestial Fury is now a toggle skill instead of a buff.
Yeah.
Focus shots is instant, so you don't need to like slide cast it anymore. And Calming Whisper gives some defense buffs, like just resistance to all kinds of CC. Okay, Gladiator. Gladiator got nothing
I think it's
crazy
just
besides
the
the race
restrictions
changes.
for the other factions, yeah.
Yeah, those are for every class. Every class uses both,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna mention them. It's just default for every class.
Okay,
Then-
Assassin got a little change on theirs. A little increase, I guess.
Oh, it's 10% damage increase. Yeah, it's like minor stuff really. Like most stuff, just
Who's-
like try to match the Ilios version, Asmo version. They just to equalize them a little bit. So in most cases, it's nothing major. Same for Ranger, Sork, Cleric, Chanter. I'm just scrolling through. Okay.
Nope, yep.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
scrolling with you.
And
That's the end.
ta-da! We made it through the 40. Was it 40 pages?
Yeah, 40
Damn,
pages.
40
Exactly
pages
40,
of patch note.
Right on the
Uh,
dot.
Yeah, I mean there were 10 pages of skill changes to be honest, but still, yeah. Okay, nice. Is there anything else we wanted to mention about game content itself and changes on this patch that we might have forgotten, or I don't know?
I think we have everything, or maybe Felo and Sophie, you have something
I
else
can
that we
just-
didn't?
I can just mention I will have a video up which will go more in depth about all the skill changes.
Mhm.
So if you want to see your class and a bit explained and visualized, you can check my video as soon as that's live. which probably I think was Monday. if I
And there is a
remember.
question for me that is really interesting. Why there is no good giveaway for content creators to motivate them make more streams? Well, spoiler alert, there is a full program for content creators, and the two people that you can hear in the background are actually content creators taking part in that program. So yeah,
Hero program.
so just go to hero.gameforge.ly and you will find everything you need. Then
Maybe
I would
just the questions.
Yes, of course. If you have any
You
question.
want to? If people have questions, we
Yeah.
can try answering them.
yeah, we can have a look.
Okay, the first one I saw, 4 local bosses in Ingis and Gelg that drop fighting spirits are removed. Yes, that's the case. But there's also new bosses in Belusland, so they do drop fighting spirits as well. So yes, you will get a bit less than now, but you should still get enough if you participate in most things. So there's still daily world bosses spawning. Okay,
Are there new ways to get basic materials? I don't think there is.
I mean, new bosses and stuff do drop
Yeah.
them, but it's not a huge new source. It's just more of the same, really.
Just an updated one,
That's-
we should say.
Yeah. Oops. Revenant Sigma. Just watch the video later. Because it would be too long to explain every single change that does happen to every class and right now.
Yeah, don't hesitate. So it's Sophvy or Vienna also, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't hesitate to follow. So for the video we were showing a bit earlier, well, we only showed at the beginning, but it's for it goes for more than 15 minutes, and it's
it's
talking
an
about
18-minute
everything with the
video,
updates.
which
And-
should
and-
show you everything.
Yeah, it's very
In
condensed.
general, you will see many of the VIP people in the chat right now, Project, Fellow, etc. That many of them make also content. Not everyone is going to do exactly the same stuff. Some people will be more focused on PvP, some on PvE, but with everyone together, you should get a pretty nice overview of what's coming. And yeah, that's definitely the case.
Someone asked if you can still access the old Belusland. Of course you can. The old Belusland obviously stays. The new one is an additionally one way you travel to. It has nothing to do with the old one. The old one is untouched.
The old one is obviously through leveling, and the new
Exactly.
one is 56 plus.
The new one is an endgame zone. The old one is a starting zone, basically. Enchantlers are coming this patch. We already showed that earlier. Okay. Are there mobs that drop Kina in the new map? Not specifically. A good way to get Kina is like the trade routes. There's like guild merchants that spawn across the map, and you can buy items to them and trade them to a different vendor. And you can buy Kina bundles through there. It's also briefly mentioned in the video, so you can get some Kina that way.
Also, all the quests obviously have Kina in there. And
As they do now, yeah.
The new world boss, the big one, also has drops Kina.
No, that's not the correct link at all whatsoever. This is I'm answering to the person.
Oh.
This is maybe actually I can't. No, I cannot talk in the chat, but I can find. Our platform is called Hero. You type just en.hero.li and you are on the Hero platform. And then you can register an account and you have access to all the campaigns, all the games.
The question with the GBG weapon. So the weapon has nothing to do with the bonus. If you have 5 pieces of PvE or 5 pieces of PvP, you can still have a PvE weapon. Like for example, if you have 5 pieces of PvP, you can still have a PvE weapon with a PvP fuse, and you will get the buff. So the buff goes more to the gear, and obviously the weapon is just an addition. But you can have a PvE weapon.
I think what they also mention is if you fuse it, if you have a
That's the
weapon
game
fuse, the top one counts. So if you use a
Yes.
Patmarashka weapon and put GBG under it, you have a PvE weapon.
So for the
Checking
content
the
creators,
chat. To answer to antisocial, Well, if CC get items, because they get also reward for themselves. Because contrary to what you are saying, it's not the community that is working; it's the content creators that are creating content and getting stuff for it. It was the case in the previous campaigns when it was the community that had to do stuff, but now it's the opposite. It's the content creator that have to do stuff. So
Sometimes
yes,
we do
they get
both.
rewarded for it. They
Yeah.
get stuff that they distribute and also stuff for themselves. So that explains what you were saying.
Someone asked if Isoterra stays in the game. Yes, it does. It will be removed in the next patch. So in the current one, it stays the same. So you can still run Isoterras as you can now.
So yeah, the hero link that I sent is to, like, if you want to apply for the hero program.
Yes.
So you can.
I mean, you can show it briefly if you want. If you have the link, and I can explain how it works. It's gonna take 10 seconds.
We can do that, yeah, of course.
It's basically a platform where we have So you click on I'm a creator, and then you will be asked what's your channel. You will be asked to link your. Like first, you need to register with an email, and then you will be asked your YouTube channel or Twitch, and then we get it. Then you have access to all the campaigns that we have within Gameforge, not only AION Classic. All the communities first, and then all the campaigns, and then you can be part of it if you want to. And you will be very welcome if you are motivated.
Even the president. Okay.
Famous? No, we don't take famous people only. I mean, with all due respect, there are plenty of our creators that are not famous. We are looking for people that are, true to their community, passionate. And it's not about the size of your channel. We have people that have 50 viewers. Or
and of course,
even less than that.
People that are already creators.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of people who say, I plan on starting doing
do
stuff.
And then when you've done stuff, you can show it to us and we will tell you if it fits.
We'll be happy to
what matters the most is that you create content.
Yeah.
And the size of your channel doesn't really matter to be in. We take everyone.
So yeah,
or almost.
Do stuff, take your chance.
Exactly. I would say we are getting close to wrap it up, right?
Yes. Just wanted to.
So before we say our goodbyes, I would like on my side to say a big thank you to Sophvy and Felo to be with us once again for Felo and for the first time for Sophvy, at least for the Patchnote review. Really appreciate it, guys, and yeah. Always a blast to have two specialists talking about game stuff. It's 10 times more interesting than if me or Dresden would be talking about it, right?
That's for sure.
If you have any quick last questions now.
Yeah, let's say last two questions. Let's say.
Thank you as always for having me.
Class change, I think, was mentioned earlier. They are aware of it. It might be coming, but not anytime. It's not planned yet, as far as I heard.
We don't know about the pass, guys. That's gonna come soon. Then you can see what changes are in the dev.
Yes, indeed.
Race-specific skills are available to everybody now. Yes, they are. Only if they are have a significant difference. Like the ones that are basically the same, you're not gonna get the other version. But the ones that have the difference, you can use both now. But they always share cooldowns, so you can't use both. At the same time, at least. But you can choose.
I won't say it again. I don't have any favorites in the chat.
So, did you manage to fix the issue? No, okay. So we will find a way maybe to, you know, we will have anyway a stream on next Wednesday, right?
Next Wednesday we'll have another stream.
I won't be there, but that's completely okay. You will have better people in front of the camera.
We'll have lots of people actually.
And you will be playing, right? Or you will be... What will you be doing?
I still need to decide. We'll mostly be talking about the early access server because
okay, because you will invite people from the early access. Okay.
So I mostly asked everyone who was in the early access. I asked them to join, so we'll have most of them. So it's very nice, and we'll be just chatting while people start leveling and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude, Dark, but I think you need to touch some grass.
Wow.
I mean, we would be delighted to invite a girl next time. It could be. I mean, it's all about having people that are motivated to be there. Yeah, the questions are getting personal, so I guess we can probably cut it short.
Yeah, when we need questions about the game, please, let's keep it professional here.
Yeah, no one cares about some stuff that I'm reading right now. Thanks a lot for joining. Always a pleasure to host such streams.
Well, thank you for joining, because...
And there will be more. Anyways, we're trying to keep this quite regular, and I think we did improve in that regard. And as always, if any of you has any feedback on what they would like to see on stream, like concepts, ideas, hey, we want to see this or that, just send it to this guy or me, and then we'll review. And if it's doable, of course, we'll try to
exactly.
push
And
this.
just if you have, like, I'll mention it every time, but if you have content you want us to share,
Especially
art,
that.
some music, we've had like Ima and Trashkai do a few musics also.
Exactly. Any project we can support, usually when we can, we do.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are here for. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah. Then it's already the weekend, that's true.
Yes. And see you very soon.
See you.
See you. Thank you.
Bye bye.